what a weekend it's been. Actually, what a few weeks it's been. I'm in Switzerland making a video, which you'll hopefully see very soon. Basically, I'm trying to see as much of the country as possible, only spending like £100 or $150, something like that. Sorry, I'm disgusting. I've taken the packed lunch thing too far. Just some cheap calories till I get back to Germany, because everything's so expensive here. But you know, who else gives you quality eating peanut butter out of the jar high up in the Alps content? Bet Cara and Nate don't do that. Oh, so dumb. Stupid. So I'm in Andermatt in Switzerland. Basically, I got an Interrail pass, and I used 2 days of it this weekend. So it makes it like £35 for unlimited train rides around Switzerland all day. And like I said, I'm doing like a main video travel vlog about that. But by now I've got so many stories that have happened since we last spoke that I don't think really fit in that video. So this is your bonus long rambly video. If that's a bonus to have a long rambly video from me. I doubt it is. It's more of a punishment probably. So I announced my goal that I want to walk from Constance to Freiburg, and loads of you were so supportive and I really appreciate it. Some of you probably also saw on my story that I later found out that South Germany is a really dangerous place in terms of ticks and getting Lyme disease. So my whole thing where I opened up about my insecurities about wearing shorts and how they don't really apply anymore may have been for nothing, because when I do that, I'm going to actually wear these hiking trousers. Oh my god, don't fall off. I'm actually going to wear like trousers, and these are really nice actually. I was happy to wear them this weekend, really comfy. I've got the ones that zip off into shorts just in case, or maybe for when I'm visiting somewhere hot where you won't get bitten by ticks. So I actually, last weekend, I on that walk that I want to do from Constance to Freiburg, I have a failed attempt. And it is just stick it on the pile of things that I started to shoot that will just never be edited and released. Such a waste of time. I mean, I did learn from it. So basically, the route goes from Constance to Freiburg, like I said, and the second half of it is in the Black Forest. So it's like amazing mountains, waterfalls, all nice views and stuff. And my goal was to do it all over, like split up in weekends. And I tried to do the first weekend of it last weekend. So I got up early, went to Constance, started the video as if I was really going to do it. And I did the first leg, like I didn't fail on the first day. But the first day, I was just in such a bad mood. The part from Constance is not that spectacular. Like, it's nice views of the lake, but you immediately leave the lake. And I thought the path would rejoin it later. I knew that there was a closure, so there's something called the Marienschlucht, which is like, it's a sort of a gorge or something, which is supposed to be really beautiful along the lake. And I knew that that was closed, but I didn't realise that the whole lakeside section of this path was closed. So I was filming. I'd probably I filmed for ages, but say it was like the first 5 minutes of the video that I'd done. And I was just thinking, this isn't that good. Like, the point of the video is obviously the Black Forest bit, and so this part is just so boring because I'm in a forest. It's like a really normal, boring forest like we have back in England, basically. And then I kept going with it. I'd done like 12 or 13 miles on that day, and then I got to the part where I thought I'd be going along the lakeside, and that whole bit was closed. So that was just more inland stuff. This whole section I thought was going to be a nice lakeside stroll. It was just exhausting in the woods instead. Yeah, I think that part that I mentioned at the beginning, that I know somewhere's closed, I think that's why I'm up here instead of at the lake. I didn't quite realise how much of it was closed. There was a landslide here in 2019, so they had to, I don't know, they rearranged where the Querweg goes, and I'm on it now. To be honest, I'm pretty done. And that just put me in a bad mood because I was like, why am I... And I even said in the video, oh, this video will get good later. I'll do the first bit quickly. Not even halfway through today. I think I'm just going to rush through the rest of the day because it's nice here, but it's not that spectacular. And then I just thought, why am I even doing the first bit then? Because I have some like backwards notion of like completionism. I have to do, as far as the trail is marked, I absolutely have to do it. Like that sort of thinking just doesn't make any sense. Why would I make the first 10 or 15 minutes boring? Why would I even bother doing that? So in the end, I got to the end of stage 1 on the first day, which is like 17 miles. And the whole second half of that day, I was just thinking, I'm not going to post this, so I don't know why I'm going to bother. And that just put me in a really bad mood. And I got destroyed by bugs. It was just terrible. I had bug spray on like my arms and my legs and around my neck, but they bit me through my clothes. They just got me everywhere. So I was itchy, there was always bugs on my face. And I was thinking, I'm not even going to post this. And so that whole thing added up. Like I had somewhere in mind to stay that night in the town, and they had space. And in the end I got there and I just thought, I'm not going to post this. I'm in a bad mood. And I think I'm just going to skip this part of the video out anyway. So I just texted Molly saying, can you get the number of a taxi company for this town that I'm in? And I just came home kind of defeated and sad, but it taught me something. And at least I didn't go the whole stretch of the boring bit. At least I didn't do that. So it's only like a day's wasted filming. But like I said, I have so many videos like that I've filmed and not liked or just gave up on. So it's kind of frustrating. But the bottom line is that it means that the video will actually be good when it comes out, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do instead of from Constance to Freiburg, I'm going to do from Engen to Freiburg. So the train that we get around like the peninsula that Constance is on, it's only like half an hour or 40 minutes, the whole length of it. And the last stop on it is Engen, so it's not much of a cheat. I'm just getting the one local train that we normally ride all the way to the end, and then I'll start. And like I said, I have family who used to live sort of further south in the Black Forest, and I wanted to take kind of a detour and go through some of those towns that I remember the name of. So I'm going to be adding my own distance to it, so it could end up being even longer. I just didn't want to film so much boring stuff at the start, basically. What else? I think that was the first thing I wanted to say in the main Switzerland travel vlog here, but actually it would just end up being too long. Okay. Oh yeah, so basically I decided when I got in that day that I was never going to show that footage. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was so embarrassed because I'd started something and then I'd basically failed. Even though I'd done that day, I'd failed because I hadn't made it that good, and I just went home. And I wasn't going to do what I said I was going to do, so I've been like embarrassed about it, and I was so set. This is so embarrassing. I'm never going to tell anybody. And then I just thought about my previous video where I said about the shorts thing and all the amazing things people said in the comments. Like, I didn't mean to make that sound bad. Like I'm sad now. I meant to give it maybe a more upbeat ending, but everybody, trying to give me confidence, I really appreciate it. And some people even said that, it made them think about their insecurities too. So that's like that's a cool feeling, I guess. But when I thought about making travel videos, I thought that I would be like a tour guide, or I'd be like Wikipedia, but in video form for like places around the world. I didn't think that we'd, I guess, become friends, or that I'd ever be honest or, vulnerable online. I didn't think that would ever happen. And like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to tell you guys why you watch my videos, but I never thought that it would be like I could just talk and tell you what I'm thinking. I thought I always had to do something bigger and better. I guess I never thought that we would like be friends and I would be honest. But it's really, really cool, and I'm really lucky to have it. Okay, next thing. Yeah, and I sort of mentioned some of this stuff when I did that interview with the guy from Grid News. That was really cool. And one thing I got to say there was that I never thought that I could be myself on camera, because like me and Molly said it in the last video, we're just quiet British sarcastic people, you know. And I thought YouTube was only for the like, wow, 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 like Americans who've had 10 Red Bulls and are jumping up and down. Isn't this just fantastic all the time? So I don't know, I just didn't think that I could be myself or be honest, and I thought that I had just had to smile. And my early videos that I've now deleted, so many of them are just so awkward with me doing like a forced smile. I mean, the thumbnail for the USA video, so I put the text over my face because I was like scowling. It was like the best day of my life. It was a beautiful view out the window, and I was like actually scowling because there's some photos that I took there where I'm smiling, and it just looks so unnatural and forced because that's not what I would do in that situation, you know. And like when your eyes light up when you see somebody and you have like a loving smile, it's really hard to replicate that. I think you can tell a genuine smile versus a fake smile, and that was a fake smile, and I thought that might be a thumbnail, and in the end I just went with one where I was scowling because I was like, well, that's how it is, it looks more natural. But I was so ashamed, and it looks like I'm so ungrateful for where I am that I put the text over it. Well, that wasn't creepy at all. Another video that won't ever come out because it doesn't exist. I was gonna do a video like English guy watches England versus Germany in a bar in Germany or something like that, because I was like, this is great, this is my first time out since like restrictions lifted, and of course I moved here, and in the first knockout game of the first tournament, England played Germany. I was like, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to go into a bar in Constance and I'm going to take my GoPro and film myself a bit, maybe talk to some drunk German fans, and then when Germany beat England they're all going to laugh at me, and it's just going to be peak content. And in the end England went and won. Oh my god, come on. Tremendous. Well, there's no time for them to score 2 goals right now. It's the end of the plus 4 minutes. Come on. Oh, they cut the heads the exact second it ended. Can you believe it? The one time they beat Germany. So yeah, the atmosphere there anyway was completely dead. There's no hope of a video there. It was just so dead. The atmosphere was way better. I went back there for the Switzerland game, but it didn't happen. A few Spanish people go crazy, but that was it. Good for them. Alright, so the main big news, even though it's not big news to anybody, but I was so shook. If you probably see my Instagram story. So I mentioned a lot of YouTubers who've influenced me and who I enjoy watching. I don't think I've ever mentioned Cara and Nate, but I love their videos. I've watched them for ages. For the pandemic, they were obviously in America. And I saw their video last week that they were in Rome. They'd left the US for the first time since the pandemic. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I think I'd seen on their Instagram story that they were like in the mountains in Switzerland/Italy somewhere. And I didn't really think anything of it, but I was like, oh, they're near to me and I'm going to Switzerland this weekend. And then last night, so I was gonna do this hike in the video, but I ended up not doing it, partly for this reason. I was on my way out to go for this walk, and I stopped in the supermarket. And I honestly, I don't even remember seeing them. I don't think that I properly saw them. They obviously both had jumpers, hats, and masks on. So it's just so weird. I think when you've seen somebody online for like probably hundreds of hours, you just know when you see them. The person's body language and just the way they stand, they were just stood there looking into this like fridge cabinet. And even before I'd properly seen them and formulated the thought, it came out of my mouth. Oh my God, Cara and Nate. And I shouldn't have said anything. What I should have done was just not say anything, wait outside, like pretend I didn't see them inside, take a deep breath, go up to them outside, be like, oh, Cara and Nate, I just noticed you. Thanks for the great videos. Thanks for being so inspiring. Have a great time in Europe. See you later. Really cool to meet you. Instead, I just blurted out immediately, Like, I genuinely can't even remember recognising them. I just went, oh my god, Cara and Nate, and they turned around. And I know this is what anybody says when they meet somebody famous, but they are literally the nicest people. They were so nice. Even though I was like freaking out and being so awkward in like the middle of a Swiss supermarket. And yeah, I asked if they could be in my vlog, and Cara asked me the name of my channel. Cara asked me the name of my channel. This is just madness, and probably nobody cares, but yeah, I wanted to tell the whole story. And then I got my phone out, showed her my channel, and she was like, and she said the name a few times, and she definitely remembered it. And she actually went on, I had a message from them like 20 minutes later saying, it was really great to meet you, meeting you made our night, something like that. And I was like, these people are actually so nice. They must get this all the time. And they actually took the time to look me up. And the worst part is, like, so we took a really awkward masked selfie in front of the entrance of a supermarket. I actually wasn't going to ask for a selfie as well, because I was like, I'm being really cheeky asking them to be in my video. And then Nate was like, do you do Instagram as well? And I said yes. And he was like, do you want to get a picture? And I was like, yes, if you still have a minute. Nate asked me if I had Instagram. It's so weird just having voices that you've heard 1,000 times suddenly like addressing you. It's so surreal. But yeah, they were really nice. I was so happy that that happened. But I said, I was like, okay, I've said it 10 times, but I'm literally just going to get out of your way now. And I went in there for something, and I didn't even buy it. I just grabbed something else off the shelf that I didn't even need, and it probably cost me like €3 or something. Went to the checkout, put it in, beat my card, walked out just in a completely straight line in a direction that I wasn't even going in, because I was just, I don't know. Yeah, I say it again, it's just so surreal seeing people who you've seen online in person. And I walked just for ages thinking about it and thinking about how much of a fool I made of myself, how I should have just composed myself and said, thank you, you know, Cara, your editing is amazing. Thanks for making great videos, have a great trip in Europe. But yeah, at least I was memorable for freaking out, I guess. Yeah, I'll show here the clip that I asked to put them in my vlog. This is Cara and Nate, like literally some of my favourite YouTubers, and I just walked into a supermarket here in Interlake, and here they are. Listen, thank you guys so much for all the cool videos and for being so inspiring ever. I'm well emotional. And I'll let you guys get on with your day.
No, we're just shopping for salads.
Thank you so much. Just so weird. I still can't believe it's happened even the next day. I woke up this morning and I was like, did that actually happen? Just amazing. This has just been such a good weekend. Like I said, I'm trying to do Switzerland in like the cheapest way possible. So I got an Interrail pass. There's actually a sale on Interrail passes. So I got 4 days. I got 4 days in 1 month, and I spent 2 of the days this weekend. It works out to about £35 a day, which for unlimited train rides around Switzerland is not bad. Like the train ride between Constance and Zurich can be about that much on its own. If you've heard of the Glacier Express, it's like a premium, really expensive train ride across Switzerland, and you can actually get on for free with an Interrail pass, but they make you make a seat reservation, which is, again, I think it's like €30, and I wasn't content with that, getting like a €150 discount on my seat. So I'm actually riding the normal local train services that go along the same route, and so far it's just been absolutely amazing. I'll put some teasers for the full video, because it's just been like stunning, and still really nice quiet trains, big seats to myself, nice big windows to look out of. So I'm going to have a video all about how to do Switzerland for absolutely as cheap as possible, which is something I've wanted to do, and I've wanted to come here properly for so long. The whole pandemic sat in Constance, I've been saying that I want to do this. So it's been quite an emotional weekend between seeing amazing views, going on my first trip since the pandemic, making a video that I'm hopefully going to be really proud of, although meeting Cara and Nate kind of derailed it a bit. I was so in shock. I'm ashamed to admit it, but this is me. This whole video has just been me being honest on the internet. So why not say also that I was a really embarrassing fanboy. Listen, thanks so much for caring to catch up with me in this video. It's probably going to take me a while to do the Switzerland video because I'm such an editing perfectionist. And thank you for all your questions for the Q&A. Me and Molly had a really, really good time shooting that. And yeah, look forward to my 48 hours in Switzerland for £100 video. I think you're really, really going to like it. Hopefully some advice that you can take with you on a trip. And if you just, it's so egotistical what I said, if you just like my personality, if you enjoy my videos, because it's just spending time with me. Probably nobody thinks that way, but if in case you do think that way, hopefully the Switzerland video will give you more of that. Okay, I'm literally going to stop rambling now and go down. So I'm in Andermatt now. I have to walk back down this hill to my train and then back to Constance. Okay, cool. Thanks so much. See ya.